Little Bigfoot by Tom Mahan. Chapter 6. The World Wants Little Bigfoot.
Jamie woke to the sound of a phone ringing. He answered it. Hello? His mother sometimes called at night. This is the operator. You have an emergency call. Will you take it? Yes, Jamie said. Go ahead, please. This is Bob Merritt at Channel 10 News in Albany, New York. We ran a video last night and we're getting swamped with calls about your Bigfoot. There's no Bigfoot. Jamie slammed down the phone. It rang again. Hello? This is Channel 6 in Cincinnati, Ohio. We aired a video from Albany, New York. We're getting calls about your... Jamie disconnected the phone. Before he could reach the kitchen phone, it rang. Hello? This is Azuki Koromoko in Tokyo, Japan. Your Bigfoot... Jamie disconnected that phone. The house was quiet. He dressed and took a flashlight and climbed to the haymow. Why are you so wet? Where were you? Little Bigfoot smelled like a wet dog. Everybody's looking for you. You're on TV. Little Bigfoot tilted its head like Belle. Couldn't you behave? Couldn't you stay here? Jamie heard car engines and doors slam and voices. You stay here, he told Little Bigfoot. From the cow stable, he saw cars in the driveway and strangers at the back porch. He climbed back to the loft. You stay here, I mean it. He looked through a knothole in the loft and saw his grandfather talking to people from the steps of his porch. He went to hear. There's no such thing as Bigfoot. Why are you looking for one? Grandfather asked. Someone said something, but Jamie couldn't hear it. You want to catch a Bigfoot? Does that make sense? Grandfather asked. To study it, one person said. To put it in a zoo, another said. But you can't catch something that doesn't exist. Get off my land, Grandfather shouted. The strangers got in their cars and began leaving, but one hid in the dark against the house. You better get in that car if you know what's good for you, Jamie said in his deepest voice. The man got in the car. Grandfather was going through the channels on his TV. Who were those people, Grandpa? Here it is. This is what they saw. Little Bigfoot was on TV. Jamie stood rooted to the floor. His friend was walking on a street and turned and looked back. There he was, on television. Jamie was stunned. That's no human gait, a voice said as the video played. It's a different stride from ours. See its arms pull forward as its hips push at the same time? The video slowed to show what the man said. Little Bigfoot walked in slow motion before he turned and looked at the camera twice before disappearing down a dark street. The man who spoke appeared on screen, a professor of anthropology, who said, I can't say it's real, but it looks real. Car headlights swept the living room walls and more followed. Suddenly, people were banging on the front and back doors. What's going on? Grandfather's eyes were bigger than ever. Jamie pushed through the crowd and ran to the barn. Little Bigfoot was eating an apple like he was having a picnic. See what you've done? See what you've gone and done? Of all the dumb... Jamie looked through a knothole and saw cars arrive and park on the road in front of their house. The sun began rising. The crowds grew as Jamie became more frightened. So many people were after his friend. One car's horn blared like a scream for a long time. Little Bigfoot ran in circles in the loft. Sit down, Jamie shouted. Sit down. Little Bigfoot started for the ladder. Jamie grabbed him and pulled him back. We've got to get out of here, he said. He saw more people arrive through the knothole. How could he get away? He couldn't think. The crowds were growing bigger and louder. Jamie! His mother cried in that voice he heard only twice. Once when he fell on his farm and was hurt, and second, the morning his father left them. A shotgun blast exploded. People screamed. Pigeons flew in the loft. Jamie! Dad! His mother cried. Little Bigfoot started for the ladder. Jamie tackled him. You stay here. I'll go. He led his friend to the dark corner. Don't you leave. You stay, he scolded little Bigfoot while piling hay on him. Dad, put that gun down, Jamie's mother said as Jamie arrived at the back porch. Grandfather had his gun pointing in the air, its wooden stock on his hip. His mother took it. What do you people want? She asked. We want that Bigfoot, someone shouted. Another man said, Science needs to study it. It could be the missing link to us. You're looking for something that doesn't exist, Grandfather said. That's crazy. Jamie's mother stood on the porch steps. Go away, all of you, now. Can't you see you're disturbing this old man? Where's Jamie? Here I am. His mother gave the gun back to her father and hugged Jamie in front of everyone. Get off my land, Grandfather said, raising his shotgun. The crowd began running. Some stumbled and fell in the snow. The gun fired. People screamed. Grandfather clutched his chest and dropped the gun and fell at Jamie's feet. Dad! Dad! His mother cried. Jamie was frozen with fear. What did he do now? His mother knelt and held her father's head. Grandpa gasped for air as his eyes rolled in his head. His mother was removing her father's teeth just as Grandfather's body went limp.